Hello and welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name is Lisette and today we're going to be doing a reading for Aquarius risings for the full moon in Pisces that's happening today on September 17th, or depending on your time zone, it could be happening September 18th, tomorrow. So this full moon is a partial lunar eclipse, and I just wanted to support with giving some insight, some food for thought or contemplative ideas. So we're going to look at what's being illuminated during this full moon for you, how you can work with these energies to support your growth, what you're ready to let go of, and any additional advice and guidance from your spiritual team. So if you'd like to get comfy, grab a notebook, maybe grab some water or tea or what have you, and just attune yourself to this reading, and we'll go ahead and get into it. So first, we're going to look at what is being illuminated during this full moon. So I would like to share, I did actually already record a video for Aquarius risings, so for you, a couple days ago, but there was an issue with the video. So this is like a whole redo. So I was just taking that as a sign, as maybe there's something that's maybe coming to your awareness during this full moon that is like, it's almost like you were walking this direction and all of a sudden it's like, nope, we're going this way. So just wanted to share that in case that resonates with anyone. So first here we have the 10 of Wands that came out, and it's in reverse. So that's really nice, especially thinking of the analogy we just spoke about. So at the time of this full moon, it could feel like you're finally just allowing yourself to drop some things that you don't need to carry anymore, that are not yours to hold anymore, and allowing yourself to just feel lighter, to be more of who you are, to honor that maybe you don't do things the same way as other people, and knowing that that is more than okay because you are who you are, and following the footsteps or the pathways that another has done before you might not be what is best for you. And then here we have the King of Pentacles, and wow, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, so it's interesting though, because I almost feel like this is supposed to be like that as well, but we'll leave it like this for now. So I am really focusing on how the King of Pentacles is looking at this 10 of Wands in reverse. So it's almost like this essence of like understanding, like level of worth and worthiness of who you are, and being comfortable in that, and knowing what you do need to do and what you don't need to do. And especially thinking wands kind of represent this like fire elemental of like desire, or what we're passionate about, what we want to take action towards. And maybe there's just this deeper awareness at the time of the full moon of maybe you've been doing things that you haven't really wanted to do, and now is a great time to honor what is truly something that resonates at a core level for you. And then here with the 10 of Swords, swords representing our intellectual body. It can be like communication. We're just thinking of thoughts, and maybe there has been, I almost feel like both the wands and the swords feel like things that have been carried that are not necessarily yours, that are coming from others within your life. So I'm even thinking of like values, or like your belief, like what is your philosophy, what are your thoughts on like just different things. Like, what do you believe to be true? And how can you honor all of that? So how can you allow for purification of maybe the mental, emotional body, of thinking of, like, are you working towards things because you are truly passionate about them? You find joy and lightness and you love doing that. Or are you just carrying something because you feel you have to? And then, are the thoughts that are playing within your mental patterns, are they serving you? Have they been weighing you down? Do you feel stuck? And do you even know what your voice sounds like internally? That soft essence that's always guiding you, that's leading you forward. And this could, too, for some reason, I feel called to say, if there has been like a fatherly figure or parental figure that maybe has given a lot of tough love, of maybe inviting yourself to find some level or capacity for forgiveness at this time might be supportive, especially just thinking of honoring like the path that each of us walks and the different reasons for why we do the things that we do because of the experiences that we had. So almost like tapping into this like reconnection with innocence and finding understanding of another, but really allowing yourself to understand you and to know that, you know, maybe the things that you're carrying in this analogy are actually not even there anymore. So maybe this person who once had a large effect or say in your life isn't even there anymore, and now you can like almost find safety or reassurance in knowing like how far you've come, how things are right now, and allowing yourself to really let go and to create spaciousness and to feel secure, to feel safe, to trust yourself as you move forward. All right, so we're going to get some messages from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and we're just going to see how you can work with these energies to support your growth and what you're ready to let go of, even though I feel like we kind of already tapped on to all that. But all right, so we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, so that's making me think about, again, the path that you've walked and the path that you're walking. So also thinking of like, if you have observed other people in the path that they walked as well, is there lessons, is there wisdom that you can take to support you on your path moving forward? And this bird, I actually don't know what type of bird it is, part of my yawn. But the white is really just like having me think of this cleansing, this purification, and then the flower of life in the background is really that interconnectedness, right? So inviting yourself to take note of, like, if you have had spiritual experiences lately, what have they gifted you? What wisdom is present? And how have you been allowing yourself to fly, to not just walk, to struggle, but to soar? All right, and then we have Mirror Guardian and Shiloh Master. So you have take time to reflect and then be graceful in movement and action. I'm like, wow, the incense I think is messing with my allergies, so I do apologize. I have the windows open, but it's a little intense. All right, so here during this time, taking that time to pause and reflect, and to also observe like what's happening around you, to be a mirror towards what's taking place internally, so you can really shine light on some of these like hidden fragments of self. So you can come back into wholeness. And to be within this grace, or this more compassionate space with self, so you can invite more receptivity, so then you can actually move from more inspired action. So there is no forcing things. There's not feeling so heavy, weighed down, or just dense. There's just a letting go, a loosening, almost like this floating, as opposed to like being dragged within the mud, for lack of an analogy. All right. So let's pull some chakra oracle cards so we can see maybe like what energy centers would be most supportive for you to focus on at this time of the full moon, so that you can find more balance and equilibrium within. And also, this might be a great time to really allow yourself to be held within this space, or spaces that you do feel really safe within, that you feel protected, that you feel secure. So you can also, like, I almost want to say, like, let your guard down, but to be held. So be that in nature, or maybe with family and friends, however it shows up for you. Wow. Okay. So we have solar plexus chakra here. So yeah. Okay. So definitely at the time of this full moon, or around the time of this full moon, because the energies will definitely still carry for quite a bit. You can work with the sun. That might be really supportive, or if that's something you already do, maybe you're being asked to deepen that practice a bit more. And I'm also really getting this like deeper connection and awareness of like who you are. Like, who are you? Yeah, just who are you? So maybe a contemplative practice I love working with, if it might be supportive to you, is just asking myself, like, who am I? And then answering like all of these things that I think I am, but then going towards these things of that I actually am. So almost like scripting to rewrite that internal dialogue, that story, to let go of those threads that are not actually yours, that are maybe defining you, or that you're allowing to define you. So it's kind of like reclaiming your inner fire, your passion, your desire, connecting with your will, having confidence, understanding your worth, and just really deepening your communion with self. Okay, now let's see. We'll just get one more card here. Felt like I was shuffling for forever. All right. Beautiful. And then we have 41, which is intuition. So trust, insight, awareness, and guidance, which I think fits so well with like that great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So the fact that I happen to place this card here near the Ten of Swords, I would just say that this is really great to close out those cycles or patterns of thoughts that really aren't serving you, and to really like deepen your sense of trust within self and the divine as well, and to know that you are being guided, you're being led forward. Okay, so doing meditation during this time might really help you a lot, and really taking note of what you experience, so then you can have greater insight on how to move forward. So we're just going to get a few closing messages. That's quite a bit of cards, but we'll take those two, and maybe we'll see if we can get one more. So this is just additional advice and guidance for you at this time. So we have here, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. All right, and then we have water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Yeah. All right, and then let's see if we have one more closing. Oh, I fell on the ground. One moment. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is a great card to come out. And then I see 555 on the time. So I feel like that's already kind of what we were tapping into in the beginning of the reading, but I guess just to wrap it all up nicely in a big old bow. Yeah, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So, and especially you with being an Aquarius rising, you know, there's gonna be like really big shifts that are gonna be coming up and like how you as yourself find transformation, find almost this like consistent renewal of self and what it means to just be you, to be all of who you are without judgment. And really just thinking of like when Pluto finally like takes its place in Aquarius for the next like 20 years, that'll be Pluto's going to be in your first house. So you'll be working really deeply with that medicine of Pluto, of transforming, of these deeper initiations, of coming into more of your soul's essence of who you are, and in honoring the path that you walk, the path that resonates with you. You're listening to your intuition, your guidance, you're honoring your spiritual team that's supporting you, and it's just deepening that relationship, and it's making things more with ease and more flowing like a river, as opposed to like it's kind of like what the story with the fish, when it's like flowing and going downstream, as opposed to trying to swim against the current and go up, like back up the stream, when you know there might not be really, or not that there might not be, but it's like there's nothing necessarily there for you anymore. So how can you allow yourself to flow and actually just move forward, and honor deeply all that you've experienced and that you've gone through, but know that like now is a time of renewal. It's a time to rest so deeply within yourself, to nourish yourself, so that you can be even more of who you are, so that your garden can be nurtured. So when you meet the external world, there's a deeper awareness of what is you and what is not you. So I do hope that the reading was supportive for you. We'll go ahead and close it out with divine love, light, and wisdom. We are complete. If you'd like to join the Illuminating Crossroads community, feel free to subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment or a note down below, love to hear it, or read it, I shall say. And I do hope that you have beautiful illumination during the time of this Pisces full moon. And I'm sending you much love and many blessings. Until next time, take care. Bye.